Hello. I know I'm always back, but I'm here. But I'm here with the birthday boy, right here.
What's going on, y'all?
We're gonna just have a little regular conversation about life and birthdays and all that good stuff. And for me, my birthdays, I don't really care too much for it, but we're out here in Cancun for his birthday.
Yes.
You feel me?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's marvelous, man. I love Cancun. I love any place of peace.
Yes.
Namaste.
Serenity. Serenity. But just gonna talk to him or just have a regular conversation. So we out here on the beach. I mean, I'm sorry, the pool.
In the water, it's really lovely. It's really nice.
But we back. Now, you know, I just want to talk to my guy real quick on some regular stuff. I ain't trying to stress him out. But you know, what is one of your most memorable birthdays?
I gotta say this right now, man. To be honest, like this is a beautiful experience, man. I've never been to Mexico. I wish all the brothers was out here with us, but you and Cheo out here.
That's how it goes.
And the water's clear.
All right, so I got something.
Blue.
I got something for you, right?
What's up?
I know you look like Troy Ave, and you're not Troy Ave, right? But you know what I'm saying, Troy. Nah, I'm joking. But what do you do for your profession? Your profession, because you know people look at you, they may not know who you are, but I want them to know what you do and like how skilled and educated you are.
Okay, well, I work in the hospital. I work at Northwell now, and I'm like a rehab technician.
Ah, I like that. I like that. Okay.
Like I help people who get knee, hip surgeries, spinal surgery, or even people who are medically ill and are challenged with mobility.
Okay. So what do you do then? Like
I help people learn how to walk again. Make sure they're safe enough to walk when they go home.
So what are some things that you do? Like just give it a little
on
example.
On a regular day, I'll treat a patient. How I treat a patient is I work with a therapist. I get the patient up. If they just got a knee surgery or a hip surgery, I make sure they use the proper techniques to get up and walk mobile with a walker. And if they don't need a walker, we use a cane. Make sure they know how to walk properly without damaging their new joints that they have. They really have like new knees, like metal knees, metal parts in their body.
How long are those surgeries and stuff?
I don't know how long the surgery is. That's for the surgeon, but I'm sure it's a couple of hours.
Okay,
but,
so like, what's the longest you've been with? Like, okay, so we're gonna get back. We had a little
we live again. We wasn't live.
We live. Hey,
so
we live.
So I mean, most times we're supposed to spend with patients like 15 to 20 minutes. That's how they charge. You know, everything is paperwork with the health system and your insurance. So being with a patient for like 15 to 20 minutes, make sure they know what they're doing, how to do it. You see them twice a day, get it done, keep it moving to the next patient.
Okay. So like, is that something like for you that is very fulfilling? Like when you see people that couldn't walk, start walking and stuff again?
I mean, the actual job, no. But the actual conversations I have with people is very rewarding.
Okay.
So I like to talk to people. I like to be involved. They always have some type of stories they need to tell. They always need an ear to listen to them. So
Is there something like that always sticks out to you, like one of the stories that you've heard from anybody? Is there like a story without you kind of saying the name or anything, just like...
Yeah, we gotta protect them HIPAA laws. I don't want the feds on me. But...
God, you.
But let's see. I mean, there's a lot of people that they have situations that you don't even know they have, like some type of disease or whatever, and they've been through cancer, and they're still living, they're still in the hospital, going through another whole different type of procedure. So you just gotta remember, people have stories, man. People been through a lot of things. So never judge a person by what you see, but by what they tell you, what they hear. Like, so
I feel you on that.
Important.
That's how I be feeling. Like people be looking at my tats and they be saying stuff, and they kind of put you in this category, but they don't really know who you are.
I mean, I noticed even a lot of white people, a lot of old white people, that I would think they would judge me off of how I look, my tattoos, my hair maybe, or just my general aura, but they're really down to earth as well. And
that's good though. That's a good thing.
And I greet them with a smile, so it's not hard for me to engage in a conversation.
Okay. And so it's the energy. That's what I always talk about. It's that positive energy all the time. That
you have
good
to have
aura.
good aura. I don't even like people with bad aura. So if you have bad aura, please stay away from me.
Yeah, you can feel the aura. You feel me?
Like, I will. If you won't stay away from me, I will stay away from you. It's not a problem.
You better get away now. You better go on now, nigga. I mean, Broham. You better go ahead. But I know. Okay, this is another thing. This is one of my guys when it comes to being a father, being there all the time, working hard, doing everything he can, and always around his kid and trying to set a great example. Where did you learn that from?
Honestly, I learned it from not having a father.
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of us out here that never had a father, never grew up with a dad around in the house. So from my experiences of everything I missed, I understand there needs to be a man there, present, live. Facebook
live.
Facebook live, personal live, family live, student, parent-teacher conference live, bicycle live, swimming live, everything. Man. You gotta be there all the time, man. Yeah, your kids need that black, white,
whatever,
Chinese,
the role models,
Asian. They need the role models, man.
The male figures.
100%. You have to be there for.
And this is, hold on, I'm gonna stop you for a second, but this is part of why I do my videos, because I want people to see a positive black male figure, not just me, but other people that I bring on, to talk about what they're doing, because they may look young, they may look dumb, but they're not. They're very educated regardless of what their age is. They know what they're doing. They're on a path to make it to a very good place of success. So we do see a lot of bad things that's happening out there, but we have way more good things that are happening too each and every day. Where people just get up for the regular day, a job. Even if you work at like McDonald's, wherever you work at, because that is playing your lane at that moment, because everyone has to play their lane until they get that experience to move up and do more. But how did you feel like? Okay, let's take it back a little bit. Matter of fact, let's go back to college years. How was it for you for college years? Like, how was that?
What I'm gonna say about college, man. College, 2016 up. Think about going to college, and I say that to say this: if you do not know what you really want to do, you're gonna create a debt that you cannot repay by yourself, man. It's very hard.
Yeah.
So if you know what you want to do, if you know what lane you're gonna go in, college is a plus. If you are very confused, if you're unsure, don't go to college because your parents want you to go to college.
Let me say something about that though. Not about the parents going there, but what I say, and this is my best thing to say to you guys. For me, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know that at the end of the day, I looked around. I know that liberal arts was my bachelor's degree, but I was able to go back and do other things. So you got to think about something that is not just one thing. Maybe something you can do that to 2 or 3 things in one degree, or 2 degrees, associate and then a bachelor's, but just try to have multiple things. Don't just do one if you're not sure.
Right. I agree with that to a certain extent, because I also went that route with the health. I got a health degree. It was general, but at the same time, you will always have to go back to school to get a specific certification. Yeah. So you're still gonna have to pay that debt that you owe.
Yeah, it's the debt.
That's what I don't want the future to.
And they tried to,
fall into.
You know what they tried to do? They tried to change the name from Sally Mae to something else, but it's still
Navient, there. And you still owe that $50,000.
They Navient in your life.
It don't
matter
what the name is. You still owe that money.
Give me that money.
So just be very careful, people.
Very, very.
When you apply into colleges, if you know what you want to do, it's a perfect situation. If you do not know, I suggest live a little bit and then find your craft and then work towards that. That's my honest opinion.
Motivation. That's kind of what he's talking about like knowing what you want to do, having the right motivation. So you're gonna take a step back, to take a step forward. We're gonna talk about
a step back. It's still a step forward because
yeah.
It's still a step forward because you're moving forward. After you graduate from high school, you still got to do what you got to do. So you get your jobs, you try different atmospheres, and then you're gonna figure out where you belong in this life, and then you can move forward.
Yeah, no, but I was saying take a step back to take a step forward. I was saying more so.
It's millionaires. Not even listen, there's millionaires that never finished high school. There's millionaires that don't even think about college, and we did college, and we not millionaires yet. So it's all on how you handle your situation, how you handle your life, man. You gotta go hard or go home at every moment that you breathe, man. Excuse me, I had a little Jack Daniels today, man. That's my birthday.
Jackie, that's your birthday.
I had a little Ciroc. that little Jack Daniels. And I'm not done yet. It's still early. We
Still
gonna
early. We are an hour behind y'all, so we got a little bit of time.
Yes.
But when I was trying to tell you about taking a step back to take a step forward, I was talking more so about, we was just talking about your kid.
Right.
We're going to take a step forward with that. Like, how do you feel with him and his education, and like, where do you see him going? Like, are you like one of those parents that are like, really like, he has to do this, that? Like, what are some things that are like it's non-agreeable? Like, I'll give you an example. For me, my kids at the age of 7 to 10, they have to take, from the age 7 to 10, have to take piano lessons, and you have to be able to swim by then. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want my kid around a pool and fall and can't swim. Piano lessons, I feel like it's very expressive, because music gives you that energy sometimes to put you in a certain zone. So I want my kids to always have something of their own where they can express themselves by themselves, because sometimes you need your own space. But I'm asking you, like, what do you think are something that you all have like that, where it's like he has to do?
I mean, I agree. I wouldn't ever force anything on Jace, but I will open up all doors of opportunity. I will let him know that you have to try something before you say you don't like it. So piano lessons are a plus, swimming is a plus, guitar, painting, drawing, basketball, football, soccer, whatever. You have to experience things before you say you like it or dislike it. So I agree with you. I will put my kid I will lead him to all types of forms of water.
Water?
Yeah. He has to drink it for himself.
To drink that water, there's a lot of water on your
I will lead him and give him the opportunity.
Drink all this
I will give him all opportunities that I feel will enhance his education, enhance his whole general aura,
well-being. Because you know why I say that that's good, because a lot of people have problems with having conversations with people from other places, because they don't know simple things or little things. And I feel like you should be able to, sometimes even if you don't know, don't lie. Just be like, what do you mean by that? Or what is that? Like, teach me, because you want to learn. So then you may not know now, but then you'll know later when you meet somebody that's probably from the same area or interested in something like that.
I mean, education is very important. The stuff they're teaching in the schools doesn't apply to what our kids need to know. So I will also work on that balance of teaching him what he really needs to know.
Okay,
knowing where he came from, knowing where he should be going, and know how to get there. That's my job as a parent.
So I have a question, right? This is one of my questions I've been having. I've been talking to some people. I haven't been recording it because I don't record everything. But I was talking to somebody, right? And I was talking about, they only teach U.S. history. But you're teaching U.S. history to people that are of all different cultures and different places. So what do you feel about people learning in schools, right? In every school, any district, wherever they are, just learning about all these cultures that are in their school, just so they can understand them more? Because when you see people do certain things, right, you look at them, you laugh, or you're like, yo, what are they doing? But if you learn more about them, then it'll just be regular, like, oh, that's just what they do in their culture. They do that, you know what I mean? What do you think about that?
That's a problem in the world today. People lack understanding. So when they see something that's foreign to them, they hate it, they dislike it, they don't understand it, and they feel some type of way about it. But my U.S. history, I was just learning about a lot of things that I didn't understand. There was a lot of European culture, a lot of European history, and I'm like, what is this? Like, they taught very briefly about Black history. I didn't learn about any other.
Just get a month. That's it.
I didn't learn about any other foreign history. I just learned about the Emancipation, the Proclamation, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it really didn't apply. It never really hit home for me in the classroom. So I was very uninterested in history.
Can I say something about that? About saying it hit home for you, right? So you feel like if you had some more of an interest in that, you would have really went a little harder in school?
Of course I would have went harder. I had an anthropology class, which is the study of cultures, I believe.
Yes.
And I had that in college, and it was very interesting because one of our topics was learning about African culture and learning about where we come from and why we do certain things, and it was very interesting for me. So I compared that to my U.S. history classes from elementary to high school, where I didn't learn, the books were this thick, and I didn't read, and I was very unfocused in those classes.
Okay.
But learning about my culture hit home for me, and it was very interesting. I think more people more students would be more interested if they could learn about their own culture.
Okay, so maybe correct me if I'm wrong. You went to black school, right?
Nah,
you did?
for college,
College.
I went to HBCU in college. But
Okay, so you went to a black school.
not in
Was that-
elementary, not in junior high school,
yeah.
and not in high school. Those schools were all
Yeah, we
very diverse.
working our way up to the present, right?
Okay.
And I'm asking about your black college you went to because I feel like from what you just said, was that like the reason why you picked one of your black schools? Because you felt like you would be more interested in some of the classes that when you went there?
No, I picked the black school because I wanted to be around my people. To be honest.
Okay.
I didn't know what they were teaching in HBCUs, but I went there because I wanted to be around my people. So that's my reasoning for being there. And I found out you can learn from being around your people.
Yes.
The teachers there were a little more different than the teachers I previously had in my other school, high school and college. I mean, high school, junior high school, and elementary school.
Yeah.
So having black teachers in that type of atmosphere did help me to further my education and want to further my education about my people.
All right, so I want to say something about that because I feel like even for me, like I was a substitute teacher, a couple years, even recently, and I noticed that they would like really want me to come back to the school because I was a male figure. I was like, They can see that, and I think like when because there was a lot of females in there, and even some of the Spanish kids because they're learning English, they would call me Miss, even though they was meaning Mister because they had that language barrier. It was like they liked seeing me around, they liked talking to me. They like seeing me around, they like talking to me, but it was just a language barrier.
Right.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about that? Like language barriers, do you feel like you should learn or they should learn in a sense?
Everybody should learn.
Okay.
Languages is a worldwide thing. We're on Earth together, so it would be very helpful that we learn other languages. We in Cancun right now. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to get my point across if I can't speak their language.
You know what I say, right?
You can try your best. Como
dice?
Como se dice? Blah,
Como
blah,
dice in English, you better tell me how to say this shit. But anyways. No, we out here enjoying ourselves though.
Yes.
But you know what I mean? Like I always say, these are the conversations. We're all about growing by ourselves and learning more about ourselves because if you're happy with yourself, you love yourself. So when I say get your own on your own for my bro, oh man, Tone. And I always say, I'm about to say Ty and Theo because I'm thinking of everybody, but I know the quote is from Tone. Antonio Cannon, that was my guy. Like, but you know what I mean? It's all about learning and moving forward. And I feel like a lot of us, like as in my close friends, like him, and even my guy, Chayo with no mayo. Look, he's over here.
Yeah, he's sick, man. He's sick, people.
He's slumped, right? But we all care and love for one each other like as friends. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to tell a male figure that you love him as a friend. That's it. You know what I mean? It's about having love to know that you care for them. You're gonna be there for them and help them out because we all need friends, and that's what a friend is. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my boy for inviting us out.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
We're gonna fuck Cancun up. Excuse me, pardon my French.
Forget that.
But that's what we gonna do.
Cause we live. Hey, we live. I better not drop my phone. We live. Hey, but we out. Over and out. We got another interview coming up tomorrow with Chayo with no mayo. Cause he's just slumped right now. But we gonna get back to it. Have fun, enjoy your night. Keep it safe.